Hello everybody, it's Barbara and welcome to Pick a Stack Wednesday. You made it another week. Woo! These energies are just intense. Oh, I did a show this last weekend and it was really interesting to watch people. So many people were crabby. Rah, 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 the wind. Rah, 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 the temperature. Rah, 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 the weather. Rah, 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 people. And I'm just like, I'm going to be over here playing my singing bowl. I'm going to ignore you because you're not sucking me down. Actually, I did get sucked down for a little bit and then I went, no, I can't do that. This 3D reality. If you know, you know. All right, before we get started, this is what I want to talk about. I had to make notes. This week, right now, today is May 13th. First of all, Angus is right behind me. It was his birthday yesterday. He's a big 3 years old. My little boy's growing up. This week is the bridge between the old you and the new you. Last week was the ending of the old you. Next week is the start of the new you. Make it so. This Saturday, we have a new moon, super moon in Taurus. Now, that's the second sign of the zodiac. Well, at least our system of zodiac. Taurus is grounding, but it's, if you think about the time of the year, like right now, we're planting. We're planting so that later we can reap the harvest. So there's an aspect of fertility associated with Taurus. The new moon is also conjunct Uranus in Gemini. Gemini is an air sign and it brings in the new. It brings in like the winds of change. Okay? The winds of change bring in not just like, I'm going to start something new, but like, bam, here's something new for you. Like that kind of new. Revolution kind of new. There's an idea, but you take it times 10. Or the universe takes it times 10 for you. Saturn and Neptune are conjunct in Aries. This is a once-in-a-decade opportunity to plant your intention for the next day, month, year, decade, the rest of your life. This is a once-in-a-decade opportunity to do this. So if you could, with this new moon, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, set your intentions. If you need to do a ritual, with some fire, water, air, earth, do a ritual. And your ritual could be that you're planting seeds. But you need to not just plant seeds physically, you need to do it spiritually. Okay? So that's what this weekend is all about. We got to plant some seeds. Am I going to be doing it? Oh, heck yeah. Plant your seeds, guys. Set your intentions. All right, if you're new to Pick a Stack, this is what we do here. I've got 3 stacks. Each stack has a crystal. It's either a tarot deck or an oracle deck with a crystal. And we're going to do a reading on each one. And hopefully it resonates with you. So use your intention, use your intuition for what stack you should be listening to, or listen to the whole thing. Honestly, after I do this video, I listen to my whole video because I don't know what I'm saying half the time because I'm channeling, but also there's little nuggets in there that, oh, wow, yeah, I can apply that to my life, or, oh, I should do that, or, ooh, I should do that. Yeah, because I'm not going to hold back. I used to hold back and make it softer, and it's like these days, no, I'm not holding back, because when we don't hold back, first of all, that information needs to get out. But second of all, you might listen to it if it comes across more straightforward. I have to say, I am wearing a lot of Moldavite today. Yay me! I love Moldavite. I could wear 4 pounds of it. But I am wearing a lot of Moldavite, and when I wear Moldavite, it's like, we're going to say what needs to be said. Okay? All right. Let's get started. Let's do the singing bowl. This is, by the way, this is the heart chakra singing bowl. This is an F. And for those of you who don't know, my spirit guides choose everything for me. They choose which singing bowl I'm going to use. They choose my clothes. They choose my jewelry. They choose the decks. They choose the crystals. It's not me. I'm just a tool. And I know it. And I'm totally okay with it. All right. Spirit guides, what do we need to know for this new moon, super moon in Taurus that's coming up? What do we need to know for the next week? If you chose stack number 1, you're going to get a reading from the Woodland Tarot. The Woodland Fairy Tale Tarot. This is one of those decks that came to me. I wasn't looking for it. It just showed up. Literally just showed up. I did not order it. I did not go and buy it. The universe wanted me to have it. So we're going to ask for whatever cards we need from our spirit guides, from the light, and then we're going to talk about your stone. What do we need to know today? Stack number 1. No, that's one of, is that 1? That's 1. What do we need to know today? You got another one for us? Who was this one? Is that it? Yes. Okay. All right, let's talk about your stone. Your stone today, let's do this side, is Sodalite. And I love this style where it's raw and then it's been finished. So this one comes to a point. It did not grow this way. It grew, this way, and they finished this to a point. But there's something about this. It's like, it's still primal and raw, but finished beautifully. So it's like, it's the best of both worlds. It's polarity, raw and finished, meet in the middle. Kind of like how we should be. We should be masculine and feminine and meet in the middle. We should be raw and polished and meet in the middle. The days of polarity are coming to an end, of us versus them. That's not how we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be, we're supposed to recognize that we are all one. I am you, you are me. I am this crystal. I am Angus here. I am Mother Earth and Father Sky and Grandfather Sun and Grandmother Moon. Sodalite is throat chakra energy. This is creativity. It's communication. It's interesting because it's associated with the thyroid, and it can, if you work with it, it can help you lose weight. If you work with it. If you just have it sitting around and you're like, yeah, it's going to help me lose weight, then you don't get it. You have to work with it, the frequency that it gives off, and know that you're healthy. Our society, here we go. Our society programs us that in order to be healthy, to lose weight, whatever, we have to go to the pharmaceutical industry, to the medical industry. We have to do all these things, and it's like, everything is energy. So that extra weight we're carrying is energy. So what's behind that energy? It's usually emotions. What baggage are you carrying? What emotional baggage are you carrying that turns into physical baggage? That's the key. This can help with communication issues. So if you're having problems in your relationship or marriage or at work or something with communication, having one of these around and working with it can be very beneficial. If you're an artist, a musician, some very creative person, having one of these in your workspace would be beneficial, and work with it. A lot of people think that they can just have something in their space and then forget about it, and that's going to fix all their problems. It doesn't work that way. Remember, we are one. I am the sodalite, and the sodalite is me. Actually, today I'm an agate, but so sodalite is also, because it's good for communication and all that, it's very left brain. So if you need to do left brain things, like if you work with Excel spreadsheets, if you need to analyze things, if you're an accountant, a bookkeeper, this would be a good stone to have around because it helps with that logical intelligence. Learning helps with learning. So if you're a student of some kind, having one of those in your learning space would be very beneficial. On the flip side of that, if you're a teacher, it's very beneficial as well because you are being creative and you're communicating in one way or another. So that is sodalite. All right. Okay, so we have 2 cards from that Woodland Fairy Tale Tarot. And they're 2 powerful cards. So you get the very first major arcana. This is the Fool card. Trying to get the glare off of there. This is the Fool card. There we go. The Fool. In this deck, it's Jack and the Beanstalk. What is Jack doing? He's taking that first leap of faith, that first step to climb into the unknown. There's this giant beanstalk, and he's going to start climbing it. He doesn't know where it goes. He doesn't know what's at the other end, but he's taking the leap of faith to do this. Now, when we take a leap of faith, and it's something we're supposed to do, it's not forced. It's something the universe presented to us. The universe will present the next step, and the next step, and the next step, and the next step. And when you work with your spirit guides and your ancestors and you know, ascended masters and the universe, it becomes easy, graceful, blissful. If you believe it's easy, graceful, blissful, it can be that way. If you try and force it, it's not going to work. Like buying a house. If you force it, like everything seems to be hard about the acquisition of this property, that's not the property for you. If all these things send up a red flag and you're like, nope, I got this. Nope, I got this. Nope, I got this. And there's just red flag after red flag after red flag, even if it's a tiny red flag, that's not the house for you. It's not the job for you. It's not the mate for you. If it's meant for you, first of all, it won't pass you by, but if it's meant for you, it'll be easy, graceful, blissful. It will be flowy. Kind of like how when I work with my son on the other side to get a new vehicle, I say, you know what I need. Thank you for helping me identify what that is and make it obvious. Give me signs and make them obvious. And every time he does, he makes it obvious. Like the first time he brought me a vehicle, it had his initials on the license plate. And this last one, it wasn't the license plate. It was when I put the key in the ignition to take it for a test drive and my birthday came up. And I swear I could hear him laughing. I'm like, I don't know how you did that because that is not even close to what time it is. So when we open ourselves up to receive, the universe says, oh, cool. She wants to receive? Cool. Let's give her some stuff. And it will be easy, graceful, blissful. That's what stack number 1 is talking about. Taking that leap of faith and allowing the universe to present us with things. And all we have to do is be in receive mode. So there's something new coming in for you, but you have to take the leap of faith. The second card that came out, interesting, they both have a lot of blue in them to go with the sodalite. The second card that came out is the Knight of Pentacles. In this deck, the Knight of Pentacles is represented by this beautiful bird. There's a river, there's a bunch of flowers, there's some really tall trees. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. This is the Knight of Earth. This is telling us to be patient and take our time. Now, I'm an Aries. My son is an Aries. When somebody says be patient, I'm like, really? You had to say that? Okay, I'll be patient. I have been way more than patient on so many things. But I've also learned that if I'm patient, the universe rewards me. So it's like, okay, I'll be chill. I'm a little bit frustrated sometimes about it, but then I'm like, nope. The universe is going to bring me 10 times better what I have planned. So I'm good. So what this is saying is we need to take this leap of faith on whatever we're asking about, but then we need to be patient. The Knight of Pentacles, or the Knight of Earth, is the slow moving knight. He's methodical. He thinks things through. He allows the universe to show him the path. The Knight of Air is going to be the opposite. He's going to be like, boom, out the gate, gone. And there's not going to be a lot of strategy. This is the strategic knight. He's going to make sure that everything is set in place before he does anything impulsive. That's the word they're giving me, is impulsive. Don't be impulsive. Be patient. Take your leap of faith. That's that first step. And then be patient and allow the universe to present you with the path. Okay? It's going to be 10 times better than anything you plan. But you have to be patient. Wow, that was a really cool stack number 1. Really cool. I claim that. And yes, I'll be patient again. All right, if you chose stack number 2, you're going to get a reading from Spirit Song Tarot. That is Paulina Cassidy. What do our people need to know? What do our people need to know today from the Spirit Song deck? Two. Okay. Can we have one more? Apparently they're talking. Okay. I'm not doing reversals. Holy cow. Okay, so your stone. Let's talk about your stone first. Your stone is selenite. Ooh, can you see that? There we go. This is a large circle that has the tree of life, and there's a sun, and then there's a moon. There we go. You see that? So that's it, carved on that. So we've got selenite, named after Selene, the moon goddess. We have a new moon, supermoon on Saturday. This is kind of moon shaped, right? Round. You can't have too much selenite. I tell this to people in my shop all the time. You cannot have too much selenite. Why? This stuff is magical. You put your eyeglasses on it. You put your jewelry on it. You put your dentures on it, whatever. It cleanses. It spiritually cleanses. I can use this on my dogs. So after somebody kind of with low frequency has been around them, I have a selenite wand, and I don't have to touch them, but I'm literally combing the crap out of their energy fields. We can do this with ourselves after we've been somewhere. like maybe, I don't know, a rock show. I have it at my doorways. So there's literally, what I do is I take a small piece and I crush it in a baggie and I put it across the doorway with my black salt. I have then a chunk on either side of the door, so it's like a human car wash. Does it keep some people out? Oh, heck yeah. I've had people that can't cross the threshold, and I have no problem with that. If you can't cross my threshold with black salt and selenite and prayers, I don't want you in my space. Just saying. Use it in your vehicle. Use it whenever you go to a family function, take some with you, or do it like in the car after you leave. Don't take that yucky energy home. If you go somewhere where there's a lot of people, now if they're all high vibing people, great. But if you're going into like Walmart, Target, you know, a big box store, you're going to a concert, you're going to something where there's a lot of people, you need to clean your energy field. Selenite works great for that. Now, here's the thing with selenite. If it turns black, gray, and then into black, it's time to give it back to Mama Earth. Bury it in the yard. Don't throw it away. Bury it in the yard. Do a nice ritual. Talk to Mama Earth. Talk to the trees and say thank you for transmuting this into something positive. If it turns gray and black, it's basically absorbed as much as it can take. Okay? It's kind of like, you know, a diaper. Like, it gets to a point where it can't hold anymore. Same thing. Okay, I never ever thought that, but what a great analogy for this. It's like a diaper. It's cool because it is a higher frequency. It can help you access angelic realms. Think about, you know, it's the moon. It's out there. What else is out there? Angels. It can help shift blocked energy. So again, because it's cleansing, it can shift the blocked energy. It can remove the block so that the energy can move. It's good for anything that has to do with calcium. So your bones, your spine, your hair, your teeth, your nails, things like that. Like I said before, it's awesome for cleansing other things. So putting other crystals there. I have a couple selenite bowls that, so at the end of the day, I take all my jewelry off. I put them in the selenite bowl, and then the next morning I put my jewelry away. Now it's sat there for like 12 hours at least, and I'm not going to put it on the next time and absorb the energy, that yucky energy or that old energy from other people. Okay, so you're sewing a selenite. You've got 3 cards. Holy Hannah. Ready? Let's start with this one. The 2 of Acorns, also known as the 2 of Fire. It looks like some kind of a hawk. Basically, you know, a carnivore. The 2 of Acorns. 2 is all about balance. This is fire. There's something new coming in. It's not the ace. It's just past that. So it's like something that you're already working on. It's like this hawk is bringing something. What is the hawk bringing? The hawk is bringing a message. There's something about a hawk coming in bringing a message. If you see a hawk, pay attention. Pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to the person that you're with. Pay attention to the environment. But there's something about this fire hawk coming in. Let's see what else we have. We have the King of Shells, also known as the King of Water. It's represented by this fabulous seahorse. Now, The seahorse, the male carries the babies, right? So I was talking earlier about that polarity and meeting in the middle. It's a masculine energy that's nurturing. That meets in the middle. The king of shells, the king of water. This is looking at things from a higher perspective. So we have this firehawk that's going to be up in the sky, and now we've got the king of water who's looking at things from a higher perspective. Maybe that's your message. But then we have the third card that came out, and it's the octopus. And this card is major arcana, card number 10. 10 means divine manifesting for you. This is the wheel. This is all about possibilities. Think about the octopus with all of its arms. It's like there's so many possibilities, so many options for you right now. Okay, one of my guys said, so be patient. Yeah, that's funny. So be patient because the universe is bringing you options. The hawk, the fire hawk, is going to bring you a message. And then we have this king of shells looking at things from a higher perspective. A friend of mine who doesn't watch my videos, whatever, she wanted to buy a house about a month ago. She was just in love with this house. And she's like, this is the perfect house for us, blah, 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 blah. And they were just getting ready to put an offer on it. And then all of a sudden it said sale pending. Somebody else put an offer on it before she did. She was devastated. She was depressed. She was so sad. I mean, she was crying, and I'm giving her a hug, and I'm like, it's going to be okay. It just means the better one's around the corner. That's kind of what this message is talking about. Now, having told you that story, she just put an offer down on an even better house, and they accepted it. This house has, like, ticks off all the boxes, not just some of the boxes. So when we go through life, like I was talking about in stack number 1, and we allow the universe to bring things to us and we get in receive mode, it's 10 times better. It's just an affirmation. The universe is bringing us options. And you'll get messages from on high with the firehawk. We just need to see things from a higher perspective. The higher perspective is that divine perspective. Like, this is what you think you want, but if you would just sit back and relax and chill, you're going to be amazed at what we bring you. And it's going to be so easy. Like, you're not even going to have to get up off the couch. You should, to get some exercise, but you don't have to, because the universe is like, we're going to bring you something so amazing. I think this is our theme today. Remember, I said last week was the last week of our previous life, and next week is the first week of our next chapter of our life. And this is the bridge, and we've got this new moon, super moon. So if you would just be patient, the universe is going to go, I got you. This is what we're going to do. You're going to be amazed. Kind of like, I should have worn my epic t-shirt where it says it's going to be epic, because that's how I feel right now. Whatever's going on, whoever I'm talking to, it's going to be epic. Whatever this thing is that you're asking about, you're going to be floored. But in order to get to that point, you got to take that leap of faith. You have to be patient, and you have to get in receive mode. Yeah, baby. I'm loving this. When I did the rock show this weekend, I was in that metal pole building, and I brought crystal singing bowls, and I would play them, and it would just reverberate off these metal walls, and it was amazing. And the people watching is great, because I swear to God, time stops for like 5-10 seconds. I'm just watching people, and they're like, oh, I love it. All right. Stack number 3. You're going to get a reading from the Sacred Spirit reading card deck. Get your stone here so I don't forget. And spirit guides from the light. With all the love and light and opportunities. What do we need to know today? I think it's this one. $19. 1 plus 9 is 10. We had a 10 earlier. What did I say it is? It's divine manifestation. So this is our theme for the day, divine manifestation. This is the Guardian card. The Guardian card. Guard your energy. Like I said, that rock show, the people watching was amazing and hilarious. But when you're at something like that, you have to put a bubble around yourself because you don't want to feel everybody's energy. And, you know, for those of us that have been sensitive, we're even more sensitive now. I mean, I can feel everybody's emotions. I can feel everybody's physical state. Oh, it makes me sick to my stomach. When I do those shows, I can hardly eat all day. I usually munch on, if you were there, I was munching on grapes. I had a banana in the morning. Like, I need to eat super light and high frequency. Because, yeah, I can feel everybody. It's too much. It's too much. So guard our energy is this card. Let's talk about your stone first. Angel light. These, when they're in this form, they remind me of Easter malted milk balls. Like, I swear to God, I could just pop this in my mouth and it would, you know, the chocolatey coating and then the stuff on the malted stuff on the inside. I don't know how many pounds of those I've eaten in my lifetime. None in the last 10 years because I don't do that anymore, but oh, I just want to eat this. And the energy feels so good. So this is throat chakra. I just realized we have 2 blue stones and a selenite. There's definitely a theme today. And then my background here is blue. I've got blue dragons. This is throat chakra. It's creativity and communication again. It is communication with the angels. So where the sodalite was great for teachers and musicians and artists and students, this one, that's more 3D. This is more 4D, 5D, 9D, 16D, wherever you want to go out there. This is why we have headbands, so that you can do that, meditate. Thank you, angels. It doesn't have to just be angels. It could be galactic energies. It could be spirit guides, but basically out there, more than 3D. So it can be helpful for dream work if you want to put this in your pillowcase and sleep with it and work with it. Like I was saying in stack number 1 with the sodalite, our job is to work with them, not to just have it in our presence. You're not soaking it up like water to a sponge. You're working with it. So talking to it, saying, I'm ready to receive, you know, I would like to work with you. It's kind of like when I get a big crystal, I sleep with it in my bed because I talk to it before I fall asleep, and it usually gives me information while I'm sleeping, or not while I'm sleeping, but right before I fall asleep or right after I'm sleeping, like as I'm waking up, because that's when we're most susceptible to information, is right before, right after. So this, because it's a higher frequency, it's not just throat, it can also be third eye, it could be crown, it could be soul star. It's really good for your emotional body field. Okay, so, this is our physical body. We have a physical body field. We have an emotional body field. It's good for that. So if you're having issues with heavy emotions, sad, depressed, whatever, you can work with this. It's higher frequency. You work with it to help you lift yourself up. Allows you to speak your mind and be more assertive. Again, it's throat chakra. So if you have a hard time speaking your piece, if you need to tell somebody something, wear one of these. Actually, like as close to your throat as you can get it. Whenever I teach classes, I'm always wearing blue stones at my throat because I want to make sure that I communicate properly. I want to be creative in my communication. And it is a two-way street, okay? So it's me giving, but it's also me receiving. All right, so we're going to do card number 19, this Guardian card. Guardians of the spiritual realm are perceived differently across all cultures and religions. Totem spirits, angels, and other shamanic spirit helpers are assigned to everyone at birth and can be discovered through vision quests, meditations, and deep forms of prayer. In ancient times, the medicinal assistance of hallucinogenic plants was used. Yeah, a lot of people do that these days too. I don't, because I want my communication to be pure and clean, but to each their own. Let's see. Guardian spirits are often perceived in animal forms due to the recognition of their personal characteristics and mannerisms. The wolf depicts challenges in personal boundaries and being able to trust others with your emotional vulnerability. The wolf is also a teacher. And the cool thing about the wolf is it can be solitary or it can be in a pack. Whatever is good for the situation. So right now, this wolf guardian is saying you must guard your energy fiercely. Be mindful of how you feel energetically around others. Exhaustion, fatigue, confusion, and clouded judgment is possible now if you allow yourself to be influenced by these energy vampires. And because of all the stuff going on in the world, there's energy vampires, and they know they're in their last days, and they're trying everything to suck the energy out of us. And I was talking about, doing that show where there were hundreds and hundreds of people around me. I had to guard my energy. At the end of the day, I still felt, as I was driving back home, it's like an hour and 20 minutes to get home. I'm trying to decompress. And I felt like I had a hangover all evening. Like headachy, heavy, no energy. Ugh. So what did I do? I took a bath with all my salts in it. I meditated. I prayed on it. I worked with some crystals. I got hugs from my puppies. The next morning, I'm fine. But then I did it all over again. And when I got home, same thing. Salt bath, prayer, meditation, puppies. Yeah. But we have to make sure that we're guarding our energy, especially if you're around low frequency people, large crowds of people, or even just a small crowd. You can go into a gas station and there's only 4 people in there, but it only takes one person to be there and have their energies try to glom onto you and suck the energy out of you. Okay. It's not the human suit. It's what's attached to the human suit. Okay. I'm not talking bad about people. It's what's attached to people. And yeah, these attachments are everywhere. So this is basically saying we need to minimize that fatigue and that draining of our energy. So wherever you're going, whatever you're doing, work with the angels, work with your spirit guides from the light, work with your ancestors from the light, work with the dragons or unicorns from the light, or the ascended masters, galactics, whoever you work with them from the light. Work with some really nice high frequency stones. I would also pair this with something grounding like shungite, black tourmaline, obsidian, onyx. I would pair that so that you're grounding and you have a good balance. And then guard your energy. So that was stack number 3. Yeah, guard your energy, especially these days. It's crazy out there. But if you make your home space a sanctuary, it's much easier to get through all this craziness. My home space is my sanctuary. All right, thank you for joining me. I love you guys. You're the reason I do this. I am sending you blessings of love, light, peace, joy, happiness, success, divine health, and all good things because I know you deserve them. So get in receive mode and allow the universe to bring you something amazing. Mwah! Namaste.